So in my journey of living with less and using less really, or buying less, I've noticed that there are items that I just don't buy anymore, or that I just would not buy in the future, have never bought, however you want to put it. So here are just a few things that I am not buying, have never bought, will not buy. Single use items. Single use items really appear, especially in the kitchen. Onion cutter, lemon squeezer, all these things, I try not to buy them at all. There's some of them that I have bought because I always thought, because this was in the household that I was in before, which is my parents' home, then I'll probably need it. But for things like this, I think it's called a nestle and mortar, the ones that you use to grind or to kind of mash things like your like ginger, garlic. I don't use them. I don't use that item at all, and it's in my house, and I have never ever used it. What I do is I just use a grater. I grate my carrots, I grate lemon peels if I need them, I grate ginger, I grate garlic. The grater works. Sometimes I even grate the cabbage, and for me it's not necessary to have all those items because they consume space. And the thing is that you just, first you have a knife, and if you have a grater, then that should work. For water that's already bottled in the supermarket and pre-packed, I don't buy that. I prefer to have my own water bottle. This not only encourages me to actually drink water, but you don't buy water, which for me is a very insane concept. You don't buy water and you don't also harm the environment. Items that I can tell for sure are low quality. Like, I would rather save for an item and acquire something that's a little bit more high quality and that will give me more use, other than buying a low quality item because that's what I can afford at the moment. For me, I'd rather wait and afford something that's high quality. And I have seen that with some things, cheap really is expensive. Long earrings. So I've noticed that for me, long earrings just don't do it for me. I prefer studs or earrings like these, where I can just, everything is above my neck. Because whenever I have long earrings, I just feel like I look a little bit busy, and I can't leave. I often take them off before the day is even over. Multiples of the same exact item. You like a sweater so much, so you buy that sweater in 3 colors. You like a top so much, you buy that top in 3 colors. And what happens there is that you end up buying more than you need to buy. So for me, I do my best. This was a weakness. I do my best not to buy multiples of the same exact item. I just buy what I need at the moment. And if I like all of them and they all fit and they're all filling a need, then that's different. But if I just figure, I like white t-shirts, so let me buy like 10 white t-shirts. No. A toaster. So this is an item that I have never bought, but I have been in a house where we've had a toaster before, and it's pretty convenient, and I like toasted bread. But when I moved out, I just told myself, I'm not going to buy a toaster and see if I can totally live without it. And I have totally lived for a year without a toaster. So what happens is that I toast my bread on a pan, and same results. So I like it, and I don't really need to create space for a toaster. As you can tell, today I have a little bit of makeup on. And another thing that I don't think I'm going to be buying again is a primer. So this is the primer that I have currently. I've had it for probably a year or two. Yeah, so I've realized that, one, I don't reach for it as much because I don't wear makeup that requires a primer often. But other than that, I've seen people use sunscreen as their primer, and because I wear sunscreen every day, that's the route that I'm going to take and use that as a primer. So primers are not something that I'm going to be buying anymore. When it comes to skincare, there are things that I feel like I really want to buy, but I have bought before and didn't do it for me. And that's one example is a lip mask. I just haven't come across a lip mask that I was just like, I'm ditching my lip balm for this. Most of the time, lip balm or just oil or Vaseline do the job, so I don't buy lip masks. Trendy items. Now, in the age of social media, I love fashion. That's the truth. I love fashion, I love style. And the thing is, sometimes I can really get caught up and feel like, oh my God, this new trend is out, so I must buy. But the truth is, trends don't suit everyone, and sometimes trendy items just they're not it. So one trendy item that I'm just not about is biker shorts. Aside from that, in general, I try to ensure that the items that I buy are suited to my style and my lifestyle and are not just trendy items. Organizational knickknacks. Now, as a person who loves to organize, I can really get into the trap of buying things to organize my things. And sometimes it's really not necessary, or I buy an organizational item that it doesn't suit the space. So what I do now is that I use boxes to store stuff, or to organize or compartmentalize things. Then from there, I can go like, actually, this space would benefit from having a basket. Actually, I think I need to organize this in this particular item. And that goes in line with a bunch of things like measuring the space and figuring out, okay, this is the best storage or organization solution for this space. So these are some of the organizational knickknacks I'm talking about. Yeah, I got this one from Miniso and I got 2 of them. And ideally, they were supposed to store my makeup. And eventually, that's not what I'm storing in there. I'm storing stationery. Another thing that I don't buy, like, as much as I used to, is stationery that I don't need. I am 100% that girl who would have 10 pens in different colors, 5 notebooks. I just use what I need to use, or I just buy what I need to buy at the moment. I'm very specific with pens. So I like this type of pens because they kind of just glide on the paper. So what I do before is I'd buy like a pack of 6. I almost poked myself there. So what I'd do before is that I'd buy like 10 of them or 6 of them. I didn't like all the colors, but I'd end up buying, and I'd do that because it was cheaper, but I'd end up with so many pens that I'd had to give away because I don't want a green pen. I don't want a red pen. I'm not a teacher, but yeah, so I don't really, it's not necessary. So what I do now is just I use this app. Then when it's complete, like I can see this one is almost over. When it's almost out, then I can think about buying another pen. I did mention notebooks, and right now I actually have an excess of notebooks that I need to use up, but currently I have this notebook which was gifted to me. I don't know why it has this stuff, but anyway, this was gifted to me by someone and I like it and it works, and I write everything here. Like, I just have different sections within the book where I write different stuff. I don't really feel the need to buy multiple books for multiple things, because the first thing is that I would lose track of the books and then they'd consume my space, and then I'd start feeling guilty or overwhelmed that they're in my space. Another thing that I don't buy is nail polish. A lot of the time, I prefer to just go and get my gel done once a month, then forget about it. I don't buy nail polish anymore, and that means I also don't buy nail polish remover anymore. I still buy cotton wool because I use it for other things, but yeah, I digress. Nail polish and nail polish remover are just things that I don't buy anymore. So with nail polish, what I realize is that it's hard to find nail polish that actually stays long enough. You have to keep applying, it chips, you reapply, applying, it chips, you reapply, and I'm not about that life. I prefer to go and get my gel done when I want my nails done and forget that until the next time I have to do the gel. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you don't buy anymore, and out of the list that I've given today, what you feel truly doesn't work for you, or is completely unnecessary or slightly unnecessary, or yeah, just something that's not in my list but is in yours. Please remember to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video.